Hello friends, in this video today I am going to explain regarding resolution of vector. What do you mean by resolution of vector? Let us see. For example, A is a vector, B is another vector. These two vectors are representing the two sides of a triangle. Then we know that according to the triangle law of vector addition, this is the resultant vector which is in opposite order. But in this case, I want to say that suppose the vector A and vector B both are not given, only the resultant vector is given. Then how to find the other two vectors like vector A and B? So we can know from resolution of vector. So what is resolution? Resolution means one single vector will break it in a number of components. How you see that? So resolution of vector means the splitting of a vector into a number of component vectors. So one of the useful component is the rectangular component. So I am using rectangular component. Rectangular components of a vector in a plane. When the vector is in a plane, suppose you see that this is the vector given. I am taking its two rectangular component. That means you can consider this is the x-axis, this is the y-axis. Okay, so rectangular component means the angle between these two components must be a rectangle, must be 90 degree. Now let us see, suppose O is the point, okay, this is A, this is B, this is C. So this vector is OA vector, this is OB vector, you can say this is OB, okay, or you can say that is the OC, this is the OB vector, you can say like this way, okay. This is the resultant vector. So we know according to triangle law of addition, this resultant vector is equal to, in this case, suppose I am writing this is Rx, it will be convenient. That means the component of the vector R, this is the along the x-axis, this Ry along the y-axis. In place of OA, I am writing Rx. I am writing here Ry. So this is the Rx component, this is the Ry component. So I can write here R equal to Rx plus Ry, or we can write this is this way, Rx I cap plus Ry j cap. Okay, that means this is the component along the x-axis. Component of the vector R along x-axis. This is along the y-axis. So in this case, suppose, okay, the result, the magnitude of the vector we find out. This is equal to Rx square plus Ry square. Suppose this angle is alpha. Alpha is the angle between the resultant vector with the coordinate axis, with the x axis. Similarly, suppose this angle is the beta between this R and this axis, y axis you can consider. So in this case, I can say that this cos alpha is equal to, you know that cos alpha is equal to b by h, but I can write rx by r, implies that this rx is equal to r cos alpha. Now similarly, if I take sin alpha, you know it is p by h. That means this is ry by r. Ry upon r implies that ry is equal to r sin alpha. Sin alpha case I can write r sin, in place of alpha I can write 90 degree minus beta. This angle is the 90 degree, so this is beta, so I can write it is also 90 degree minus beta. This is equal to r cos beta. Okay, so this is the cos alpha. I have written rx by r, or rx equal to r cos alpha. Similarly, I have written that ry is equal to, writing once again here, ry is equal to r sin alpha or r cos beta. Now you see that this tan alpha, how much? This tan alpha is equal to p by b. That means that is equal to ry upon rx. Similarly, I can write that tan beta. Tan beta. This angle is beta. So this is, you know that p by b, if this angle is beta, then I can write this is ry, this is rx by ry, rx by rx, yes, p by b, rx by ry. Now the vector r can be written like this form also. So vector r, we got this is a rx I cap plus ry j cap. In place of rx, I can write r cos alpha. R cos alpha I cap plus, in place of ry, I can write r cos beta j cap. This is the resultant vector. Okay, so another way also I can write it in unit vector form. Only I mention here direction. This is rx I cap plus ry j cap divided by rx square plus ry square. Okay, so I can write this is in this form, rx by rx square plus ry square I cap plus ry upon rx square plus ry square j cap. This is equal to, in place of r square root of rx square plus ry square, I can use this term r. So I can write that rx by r I cap plus ry by r j cap. But we know that rx is equal to r cos alpha. Rx equal to r cos alpha. So I can use that r cos alpha upon r I cap plus in place of ry I can use r cos beta upon r j cap. That means I can use cos alpha I cap plus cos beta j cap. So what about this cos alpha and cos beta? Cos alpha and cos beta are the cosines of the vector, cosine of the resultant vector which subtend an angle along with the components. This is the x component, this is the y component. So cos alpha and cos beta are the cosine of the vector. Suppose this vector in place of a plane, if it is in a space, how it will be? See. So rectangular component of a vector in three-dimensional space. Rectangular component of a vector in three-dimensional space. This is the x, this is y, this is z. In this case, how to find the components of a vector? Like the previous, I can say that this resultant vector is equal to Rx I cap, or you write like this, plus Ry plus Rz, or we can write this is Rx I cap plus Ry j cap plus Rz k cap, and the magnitude is equal to, like the previous, Rx square plus Ry square plus Rz square. So how I wrote that earlier, Rx is equal to R cos alpha, here Rx equal to R cos alpha, Ry is equal to R cos beta, Rz is equal to R cos gamma. That means cos alpha, cos beta, cos gamma are the cosines of the angle formed by the vector with x-axis, with y-axis, with z-axis. So I can say that r square, this is suppose r square. That means this is r square, rx square plus ry square plus rz square. This is equal to r square cos square alpha plus r square cos square beta plus r square cos square gamma. Okay, this is equal to r square into cos square alpha plus cos square beta plus cos square gamma. But we know that this is how it is, because here cos square alpha plus cos square beta plus cos square gamma, this is equal to 1. So this is equal to r square. So if I want to write it in the component form, then I can write like this form also. How it is? You see this. So vector r is equal to Rx I cap plus Ry j cap plus Rz k cap. In place of Rx, you can use R cos alpha. R cos alpha I cap plus R cos beta j cap plus R cos gamma k cap. Okay. So in this case also I can find its unit vector. That means the r cap, I can write rxi cap plus ry j cap plus rj k cap divided by this is the rx square plus ry square plus rz square, or you can write this is rxi cap upon r plus ryj cap upon r plus rz k cap upon r. So in place of rx you can write r cos alpha. So r cos alpha, r cancel, so I can write this is the cos alpha I cap plus cos beta j cap plus cos gamma k cap. Okay, so in place of rx I am using r cos alpha, r cancel. So this cos alpha, beta and cos gamma are the cosine of the vector with its coordinate axis. So I hope that you might have understand this concept thoroughly. So for today this is enough. I hope that you might have subscribed my channel. If you have not done, it is better, this is the time you can subscribe. As a result you can get the notification in right time. Thanks.